everything that, he's overcome. And by him, I think he got cut from Washington, and then I reached out to him, and we obviously picked him up, and from there, that was all she wrote.
Do you have any favorite stories, from when you guys were teammates back in college?
There's a lot of memories, and he's been very close with me since we probably walked in the building, and it's been countless memories, and just many more to come.
Eric, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Joe, really appreciate your time, man. Thank you for doing this.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to ask you about being in this moment, what it means for you, being a part of Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's a great moment to be in this here position. The city, they've been waiting for this for 31, 32 years. And for me to be able to be a part of something so special like this, man, it just means everything. I know what it means to the city. I know what it means to the fans. I know what it means to the owner and also the players, man. So I'm bought in, here to do whatever I can, man, and put us in the best position to win. And just got to keep on, fighting the fight. It's almost over with, and we're right there. I didn't dream of this moment since I was a little kid. That's what we play this game here for, to be in big moments. And, we always look to thrive in these moments. So I just look forward to getting out there on Sunday and going to war one last time with this 2021 Bengals team.
Hey, Joe, congrats to getting to this far in the postseason. You were here during some lean years. You guys didn't win as many games. Now here you are in the Super Bowl. Certainly not to imply that this is because of one person, but what kind of impact has Joe Burrow had on you guys, and how much maybe confidence do you guys have with him running your team?
Yeah, he made a big impact coming in. I know he got hurt last year, but even last year he was a warrior. He fought through a lot of things. He the first day he took the huddle with us in 2020, we just knew he'd be something special, knew he'd be a leader. And this year is just, compared to last year, just night and day. I'm very excited for him and his career, how it took off and how he's thriving under bright lights. And, he's going to be one of these great quarterbacks, especially young quarterbacks in the league for a special period of time, hopefully, 15 plus years.
Tom, you can go ahead with your question. You'll just have to unmute and accept the pop-up.
Hey, got me now. All right. Hey, Joe, I wonder how well you know Mike Brown and your relationship with him, and if you know get a sense what this means to him. He's been around a long, long time.
Yeah, me and Mike Brown pretty much talk, on a weekly basis. He's always at our practice each and every day. He's one of them guys that he comes to run his team, and he wants to love on the players and make sure that his presence is felt every time and supporting us, through thick and thin. And Mike Brown, I've never known him to change up his routine. He's at, like I say, he's at every walkthrough. He's at every practice, and also with his daughter and his son. They do a great job with supporting us. So I know this means a lot to him. He's getting older, and I know he's been itching to get a ring and things like that, man. So for us to, be in this here position and to be able to contribute to that, at the end of the day, we just want to make his dream come true as well as ours. So we're going to do everything in our power to make that happen.
You still there? No, that's not.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Hey, Joe, one other thing. Coming up, would you watch the Super Bowl as a kid, or you have any kind of routine, or what does Super Bowl mean as a young guy and stuff like that?
Man, I definitely used to watch as a kid. I grew up watching a lot of famous, or I should say, a lot of big time NFL players that then thrived in Super Bowl moments. I was fortunate enough to be around a guy named Marshawn Lynch. He was a big role model to all the guys in the Bay Area growing up, and for me, I didn't dreamed about this moment, man, for since the first time I didn't play football, which I was 10 years old, man. So to finally be in this here position to be around a team so special like this, it's going to be a great moment. And, at the end of the day, just got to do whatever I can to seize the moment and opportunity. So I look forward to it, and I'm excited.
Joe, at the start of the season, there was a lot of talk about a changing role, you becoming a 3-down back, playing a bigger snap count. What did you learn from that process, and why have you really ran with the opportunity as your role expanded this year?
Learned a lot, learning under Gio. When I came into the role being in Cincinnati, they always had a 1-2 down back, and then they had a 3rd down back, which was Gio. Pretty much everything that Gio then went through and things like that. I mean, I basically just learned from him and then, took it and ran with it. So at the end of the day, when my number called, I got to do whatever I can to, make plays and make sure that no matter what, the team can always count on me under any situation. And, we look to thrive in these special moments like this. So just got to do the little things, and, that stuff, usually takes a long way, or to go a long way, and just got to keep on keeping on.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Yeah.
You had a great season this year, your best season yet as a pro. What do you think has led to the incredible success that you had? Not to say that you didn't have great success in your first few seasons, but what really propelled you to have the best season you had so far? And then what can you do to make it continue in this Super Bowl?
Yeah, I believe opportunities for the most part. Got new guys around a starting offense, and big time playmakers, and everybody feeds off of each other. I usually every game try to come out there and set the tone. When I go out there hot, and everybody else eats on the perimeters and things like that. So we got a great quarterback in Joe Burrow. We got a great rookie receiver, and Jamar Chase. And then we got T to complement him, and also Tyler to complement them. So I think that, that played a big role into it as well. A lot of guys was healthy throughout the year. And, just got to keep on capitalizing on opportunities. They don't come around often, so you got to do whatever you can to seize the opportunity.
Hey, Joe McIntyre here, Pro Football Network. With a lot of the Bengals roster not having a ton of experience in the Super Bowl, whereas the Rams do have more experience there, is there something to be said where you don't know what you don't know? And I think Joe Burrow had kind of mentioned this a few weeks back, where you're playing really loose because you don't really know all the tension and all the prep during the week. So can you just speak on that a little bit, on how loose everyone's been in the facility?
Yeah, man. Everybody walks around. Everybody walks around like they didn't been there before. I understand the I guess lack of experience that you guys talk about, but at the same time, this is of course a big game, the biggest game of all games. But I know a lot of guys that's in this locker room. We're ready for the opportunity. We didn't been through, the playoffs. Everybody say we're not going to get past the first round. Then, we're not going to get past the first seed in Tennessee. Then they say we're not going to go in Arrowhead and win, things like that, man. And here we are in this situation. At the end of the day, then, the bigger the moment, the more we rose to the occasion. So I definitely look forward to going out there on the biggest stage and in front of millions of fans on, whether they're watching in person or on TV. But at the same time, I mean, we're professionals, and we're going to approach it professionally. We got to go out there and, like you say, play loose, and we got to go out there and execute. That's what it comes down to in this game: execution and going out there and making plays.
Tom, you can go ahead. Did you have another one?
No, I'm sorry. I got to take my hand.
Lance, you can go ahead.
Great. Hey, Joe, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it. You guys have obviously been driven to change the culture of the Bengals, but I wonder, like, early on in the season, did you guys ever look up and see or hear that, at one point you guys were like 200 to 1 to win the Super Bowl? And what did that mean to you? How much did that, help inspire you?
I mean, to me, I don't think we, as a team, look at outside, people that don't have nothing to do with playing in the NFL or playing in a game. When it comes down to it, I mean, it's just us believing in ourselves and taking care of business on Sunday, and that starts with the preparation on Monday. And the coaches, everybody, and the players and things like that, everybody's bought in, doing all the right things and stuff that we have to do to prepare for these here moments. I mean, yeah, when you look in the beginning of the season, nobody would have ever thought that the Bengals would be in this here position. But at the same time, here we are, and we're here to, obviously seize the moment, seize the opportunity. And, everybody's fortunate enough to be able to say, yes, we're in the Super Bowl, and, everybody's excited. It's a special moment, man. And like I said, it's a great time to be a Cincinnati Bengal.
Hey, Joe, being drafted by the Bengals in the second round of 2017, there have been some ups and downs with the Bengals, throughout your tenure. Not necessarily you, but the team in general. So what makes this year and this team so different from the past?
Really, to be honest, man, the camaraderie around the team, the chemistry that we have, man, from offense to special teams to defense, and the way that everybody vibe around the locker room, man, it's something special, and you could just feel it. And the thing is, like, we got guys coming in off the street, and they come to the practice squad, or whether we sign them to active roster, they come in and fit in right away. I mean, you got guys like Trey Flowers, and he came in right away, made a big impact for our team, and we're just great to be in this here position. I mean, everybody come in and feel comfortable, and that's what Zach always wanted to make an emphasis on. Everybody that's in this locker room here is family, and we totally believe that. And like I said, with the chemistry that we have in the locker room, man, it's no other. It's like no other. It's unmatched.
Raphael, go ahead if you have a question.
Hey, Joe, what's going on? First, congrats. This is Raphael from the three-point conversion. I wanted to ask you a two-part question. First of all, how does it feel being that running back has been steady, has been productive throughout your whole career, where you don't see that in these days? And then also, I don't know if you're
Raphael, you just cut out. I think you muted yourself.
Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Joe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if you heard the question, but ask again. This is Raphael from the three-point conversion, and I was asking, first of all, congrats. But then two-part question: how does it feel knowing that you've been productive your whole career, when in days like this you don't see many running backs be productive for so many years, going forward? And then also, I don't know if you're into fantasy football, but do you ever get people coming at you about, hey, Joe, you helped me win this year, or thanks for, being great this season, or anything like that?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely starting to feel like I'm reaching that part to where I'm, starting to reach my prime. And I know it's definitely the very beginning, and just got to keep on preparing myself each and every year to strive to be better just than I was in the year before. It's always room for improvement. You always look to find anything that you can fine tune with your game. I'm obviously blessed to be in this here position, and to be able to play football on the highest level. I mean, that's something that you could never take for granted, man. But at the same time, in terms of this whole fantasy deal, I've definitely had a lot of people tell me, I appreciate you about, helping me win or, winning championships and things like that with their fantasy. And just very thankful. And I obviously see what it means to them. But I mean, at the end of the day, it isn't more important than how a player feel about either the way that they performed, or two, did they get the victory or not. So, I just try to do whatever I can, man, to focus on things that I can control, things that are in my control, and try to keep on doing whatever I can to contribute to trying to get a W.
Joe, Tom Archdeacon again. Hey, when you first came here, it was some pretty lean years. You didn't win many. I wonder what, after coming from a powerful college program, what that felt like, just being on a team that just lost all the time, and then how it's changed now, but especially the losing feeling. What was that like? How'd you keep your head right?
Yeah, man. I've been a winner my whole life. Growing up, I was very fortunate of that. And I guess in times like this, it just tells you, no matter, what you're going through, man, you got to always be thankful for the opportunity given to you. And, I came in basically in the rebuilding years of, something to be special here. And this is obviously just the start of it. This is the standard for Cincinnati and for the players around here. We got to do whatever we can, man, to, seize the moment, like I said, and seize the opportunity. Wins is hard in the NFL to come by. But at the same time, man, it's all about the process you put in and the work that you put into this game. Like I said, everybody takes this game for granted. And, like I said, wins are very, very hard in the NFL to come by. And it seems like now, now that I stayed down for the come up, it's like no other. It's a feeling that I can't explain, because, like I said, I'm playing for the literally for the biggest thing of them all. It don't get no better than the Super Bowl, and obviously it's exciting times around here in Cincinnati. And if it's anybody who's more deserving than that, is obviously the fans and the city of Cincinnati with the players. I mean, we're the ones who put in the work. The fans come to watch a show. And that's what we do. We come out here to put on a show and try to do whatever we can to get a victory out here. So, I mean, it's a great time, like I said, and just very, very blessed and thankful to be here in this position.
Hey, Joe, I just wanted to ask, heading into SoFi Stadium, obviously, the Rams play there. It's kind of like they got that home advantage. Any nerves about that? When they won, were you like, oh God, they got that advantage. They got the hype of LA around them, don't have to travel. Kind of just thoughts about that.
Yeah, it's not really a big deal to us. I mean, obviously we know that they're the home, or they're basically the hosts, because they play in SoFi Stadium. And, they're very familiar with being in LA. I mean, at the end of the day, that would not be a distraction for our team. And we know what we're down there to do. We're coming down there to, obviously, we want to be the Super Bowl champions. I mean, at the end of the day, they want the same thing. But I know for a fact that in terms of going down to LA and living and being there and things like that, that shouldn't be a distraction for us. And we know what's at stake. We got to do whatever we can to limit outside distractions in terms of, people coming at you for certain things, or going out there and just having a narrow focus on what are we here for. And that's obviously to win a Super Bowl. And we've been a road warrior team all year. I mean, yeah, I guess we're the, home team at the Super Bowl, but I mean, they're the home team. They play in that stadium. So at the end of the day, we just got to go out there and play our football, no matter what. Don't let that be mistaken about us going against their defense. Like, they have to match us too. So at the end of the day, we know what type of game it's going to be. We just got to go out there and execute. That's really all it comes down to, is executing and doing all the right things to come out with the dub.
Hi, Joe, mate. Congratulations on reaching the Super Bowl and a terrific individual season.
Appreciate it.
You've been with the team since 2017. You know, you're one of the more veteran players, I guess, on the offense now. This is actually your first winning season and your first playoff push. So, at what point did you kind of know that this team was special? You know, at what point in the year?
Really, the start of training camp, and honestly, it started with our defense. We had guys like Larry Ogunjobi. He came in since day one and created a huge impact for our defense. We had guys like Mike Hilton. He came in and he made a big impact on our defense, and just the guys that we picked up with free agencies, or whether it was a rookie or anybody that contributed to that defense, it just was. We knew that our defense was going to be special. And then, once we start getting our guys, our skilled guys, out there balling and things like that, it was like, okay, we think we got some. So then we played week 1 against Minnesota, and then it was just like, okay, yeah, we feel it around here. And, as we went through the season, man, every win, it just got bigger and bigger for us. So, and everybody, the best thing about it here is everybody knows how to handle it. We don't get too high and we don't get too low on a loss. So, at the same time, everybody's here to do obviously one thing, and that's to win a championship. And I'm just, obviously, like I said, I'm so blessed and thankful to be here in this opportunity. So we got to do whatever we can to seize it.
Joe, go ahead with your question.
Hey, Joe, this team has consistently talked about not worrying about the historical droughts and what this team is doing and breaking all the history here in Cincinnati. But I am curious how much you've noticed here, especially in the last week, the excitement around the city for this team, how much fans are enjoying this moment like I've never seen a fan base enjoy.
Yeah, man. Like I said, city of Cincinnati, they deserve it. The fans, they deserve it. The players, we all put in the work, and at the same time, we're just reaping the benefit of, the work that we put in. So it's like I said, it's an exciting time to be here, a part of the Cincinnati Bengals, whether you're a fan or whether you're a player. At the same time, everybody made their minds up day one on what we wanted to be. And to be able to come out here and know that it's basically you got to come out here and handle business, man. That's what it comes down to. It's, like we said, it's the biggest game of our lives. And we got to do whatever we can, man, to seize the opportunity.
Joe, did you have another question?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, Tom, you can go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Joe, before you talked about it, as a kid, how you'd follow the Super Bowl and all. Once you became a pro, pros have two reactions. Some go to the game when they're not a part of it, and others don't want to be a part of it until it's their time. How do you take it as a pro?
I obviously, will watch the Super Bowl. That's the greatest show in sports and probably the greatest show out there in general. It's the biggest game of them all. And to be honest, growing up, and when I got to the pros, I never was one of them guys that, I'm going to go to the Super Bowl, just to go and experience the experience and things like that, man. So I just, I always said, I'm going to just try to sit here and wait my time. And that's what I did. Everybody got their time, in life and in sports and things like that. So, for me to just basically wait out and go through the tough times around here and the hardships that we had being in a program, and to be able to, now you got to reap the benefits and to see the glory that we'll be able to play in the Super Bowl, man, it's huge. So I'm honestly excited. Words really can't describe this feeling. It just really feel like I'm living a dream, man. And to be able to play in the game, it's like, wow, just to really realize how blessed you are, man. It's, people dream to be in this here game. You had greats that had played many, many years, hoping that they could just get to a AFC championship or NFC championship, let alone a Super Bowl. So for me to be in this here position and for my team to be in this here position, man, you can never take this here moment for granted, and you always got to count your blessings.
Matthew, go ahead.
Yeah, Joe, once again here. You had mentioned a few times, I asked you the question about playing loose and everything else, and you had mentioned some other things as well. So for you, you're kind of the veteran in the group, right? You have Joe Burrow, you have Jamar Chase, you have a few younger guys as well. How does that feel for you to be leading these group of players to this moment and to be kind of that guy they're looking up to?
Yeah, man. For me, and like guys like Tyler Boyd and CJ Uzama, for us to be one of them guys that's been here through the drought and finally starting to obviously reap the benefits of the tough times, and just come out here and be able to start winning and things like that. I mean, it's huge. Guys in the locker room, some guys stepped into great situations. It's like, man, I'm having a great rookie year, having a great time and things like that. And I think that's great for them, especially guys like Jamar Chase. I mean, he came from a winning program and, he fit in here right away. And I know that they look up to, us guys as veterans. And at the same time, we got to just show them the way of how things work. And a lot of them guys, they fit right in right away. Like I said, you got guys like Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and a lot of them guys, they fit in to what we want to do and what we want to accomplish. And, I just try to do whatever I can to be a vocal leader and to show them vocally and to, how my play is on the field. So they fit in and they step in right away. And them guys are going to be great in this league for a long time. And they help obviously contribute to what we're doing now. So we just got to do whatever we can, man, to keep leading by example. And, like I said, them guys, they're going to be in this league for a long time, man. So I'm just, excited for the guys that obviously came into this here 2021 team. And we just got to come out here and finish the job.
Hey, Joe, I want to hop in with something fun here. End zone celebrations. You seem to be the guy that wants to be involved in every end zone celebration. First part of the question would be, why is that? And the second part is Jamar Chase the best at the gritty on the team, or is there anybody else who does it better than Jamar?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think that started probably my rookie year in the NFL. I always wanted to, put on the show with end zone celebrations and obviously, my play on the field. And, we didn't really have guys that was here that just got excited about making plays. It was just like they made a play and we're just going to go to the sideline. And, that's just guys, they obviously been there before, made plays and things like that. But we wanted to bring a little excitement to the game. I wanted to always bring excitement to the game. And now that we got guys that actually, fit in to, things like that on what I love to do. It's great, man, because, they obviously fit right in and they want to put on the show. They want to go in there in the end zone, dance. Touchdowns is hard to come by in this league. A lot of people don't know that, but it's definitely hard to come by. And for them guys to come right in, fit in right away, man, it was just, it's a great thing to see. And it's infectious, obviously, to, want to come in and, as soon as somebody dance, you coordinate something with, one of your teammates and things like that. It's great for the players and it's definitely great for the fans. So definitely happy that we got guys like, Chase, T, and Tyler, and also CJ Uzama that come out here and they dance, and even Joe Burrow, he does, as well. So it's a great thing to see. And in terms of, I guess, the gritty and stuff, Jamar, he obviously is the best one on the team. He's from there and them are his best friends and things like that. So obviously he's the one that is the best at doing that type of stuff.
Hi, Joe. I was wondering if you could tell us the difference between not only the results, but the mentality around the team since Burrow joined you.
It's not like anything has changed. Everybody always had the same mentality. It's just that we had, a guy in Joe Burrow, making plays, coming in making plays right away. His approach to the game, he approached it like a vet. As soon as he came in, he never played like a rookie. And each and every single game, he only got better. It seems like he's definitely way, way ahead of his time and only is getting better. So I'm just excited for him, and I'm excited for my teammates because, like I said, at the end of the day, we are the people that's reaping the benefit, us and the fans. So everybody's bought into what we want to be as a Bengal, and we obviously know what task is at hand.
Hi, Joe. I'm curious to know, what was it like for you the first day that you put on gear that said Super Bowl 56, knowing that the 5 years you've been with the team, that it's really paid off?
Yeah, to be honest, it was a great feeling to really see that Super Bowl patch on your jersey when we did our video and photo shoots. It was a great thing to see. And honestly, it's like heartwarming, to finally be able to, obviously, like I keep telling you guys, reap the benefits of, staying down for the come up. And that's exactly how it was. As for me, being a player here for 5 years, I mean, it's a great thing, great feeling. And honestly, I truly feel like I'm really living in a movie right now. I'm definitely living a dream as a kid that I've always dreamed of being. And I still feel like that it's already written, to be honest, on how everything is going to play out. So, I mean, I'm just here to sit back and go out there and go through the process and be able to be a part of something so special like this. So just, keep on writing or adding to the script.
Joe, I don't know if you watched the Pro Bowl, but what would you rate Mac Jones' gritty in the end zone, and how does it stack up to Jamar's?
I mean, I've definitely seen a little bit of the Pro Bowl. I had to go make an appearance yesterday. So in terms of Mac Jones' gritty, I thought that the way he approached it in the end zone, it was great. I mean, I'm sure he's not a guy that does it all the time, but for him to, have that type of courage to showcase, him, and him being excited to be at the Pro Bowl and stuff like that. I mean, it's a great thing. It's a great thing to see. Everybody loved it. I mean, I loved it just for even a quarterback like him. You wouldn't even think that he'd even try to do something like that. So I definitely thought that it was great. And I'm sure it was a great thing for him. I'm glad to see all them guys, be there at that moment. I mean, you got the best players in the world literally going out there to put on the show one last time for their season. And just for all their hard work that they put in, it's all paid off. And you should go have fun and stuff like that there. So they all deserve it, and I'm just happy for them.
Hey, Joe, appreciate you doing this. I'm just kind of curious, going back to earlier in your career, there's so many collegiate players that have an incident like you have or something like that. And I'm just wondering what your level of pride is taking that moment and kind of becoming a leader on this team all these years later, and what that journey has been like for you. Yeah,
man. Just being able to lean on guys around the locker room, as a young player, and lean on, my teammates. They were always, when I came in here day one, they leaned on me and told me, what, we're here to, let me know that no matter what, I always got a shoulder to lean on. And for them guys to come in here, or for them guys for when I came in here to do that, I mean, it meant a lot. And, I was just happy to be a part of something so special in terms of being in the NFL. And then now that obviously that I'm literally playing on the highest level, and obviously the best game in history of sports, it's a great feeling. So I'm just, obviously so blessed and so fortunate to be in this here situation.
Wish TV, you can go ahead.
Hey, Joe, question for you regarding going home, California boy. What's your take on going back to California and such a cool stadium like SoFi, and Have you thought about playing in that venue on that, in this stage in LA? What's all that mean to you?
Yeah, it's a great thing, I guess, to go to California. I mean, to me, that's not really home in terms of us going to LA because I'm from the Bay Area, so that's not really home to me. But I mean, I guess for my family, it's a great thing that they could just drive up, and I don't have to pay for a flight or anything like that. So it's good in that instance, and obviously it's good. It's good to be able to play and to represent the 2021 Bengals in a Super Bowl. I mean, that's obviously the best feeling to be able to do that. And like I said, I just got to figure out ways to eliminate distractions, which I have, and I still will continue to do that leading up to this football game. Obviously, we all know what's at stake. And we just got to figure out ways to go through preparation with a narrow focus, and how we attack the week. We can't switch it up now. End of the day, you just attention to detail, get that much more better. Attention to your assignment and executing just the most smallest things. And then when you get out there, you got to put that stuff to use, man, because no matter what, execution will always beat a talented football team. So we know who we got in our locker room. We know who they got over there. And I mean, I'm honestly excited to be able to go out there for the Super Bowl and try to put on for our team, man. So like I said, it's an exciting time for us. So we just got to do whatever we can to seize the moment, seize the opportunity.
Laurel, go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm just bouncing around here today, so if anyone's asked this, I apologize. But just looking back at your injury last year to, this year making a Pro Bowl and obviously now preparing for a Super Bowl, can you just describe what that journey's been like for you, specifically just looking back at, how last year was impacted by that injury?
Yeah, honestly, it was tough when I went down. I mean, especially I signed a new contract, and I obviously wanted to go out there and have another good season. But unfortunately, I got an injury, was hurt for like 10 games, and that honestly sucked because I know I could be out there for my teammates and be able to help contribute and put us in a good position to win. I mean, they needed me, and also when Joe Burrow went down, I mean, it was just like, wow, like two of the Joes in our starting backfield. They went down, and then, from there, it's like the season just went down, and, it sucked. It sucked being on the couch watching. Then when I was able to finally walk and go to the games and things like that, to be in a press box, and I just see them, losing and, tough times and things like that, just disappointments and failures that, our team went through. I obviously sucked. And when we came back this year, to really bounce back in the way that we did, and the best way to be able to respond to adversity, it was a great thing. And like I said, you can never take moments like these for granted. I mean, I always tell our players, when I talk to them, you got to play each play like it's your last, because you're not guaranteed the next one. And, we finally know what that means, and I finally know what that means and know what that feels like. So, like I said, I'm here just so I could, exceed through adversity. Obviously, we've all been through adversity, and everybody's learning to get through tough times. And for us to be able to be here in this position is truly a blessing.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Tonight, what's it going to be like inside Paul Brown Stadium to feel the love from 30,000 Bengal fans?
Yeah, I think that it's going to be a great thing for them to come out here. I mean, I guess I hear that it's a sold-out crowd for the rally. We got a great fan base here in Cincinnati. For the fans, they show so much love to the players, man. It's like no other. So for us to be able to go out there and be able to put on a rally and, hype the fans up, get them ready for the game, hype the city up, it's a great feeling, man. So We're obviously blessed and fortunate enough to be the last two teams a part of this here year. And, we just go out there, give them a great speech, hype the fans up a little bit leading up to the game. And then on Sunday, obviously hope to come back here with the Lombardi Trophy. So everybody got that in their plans. And we're just here, like I said, to go out there and do whatever we can, man, and get the dub.
Joe, in the last 2 minutes of the first half of the season, you guys have like 700 yards in 40 minutes. Why is the offense so explosive in the last 2 minutes of the first half?
That's obvious. That's really a stat that I didn't even know. Our offense, we just got guys that can make a home run at any time. We got guys obviously Joe Burrow, he's the one who he conducts the offense, and he, slice and dice through defenses and pick them apart. Then we got receivers in terms of, we got Jamar Chase, you got Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. Them guys at any moment can be a home run threat. And then you got guys like me, Samaje, and even Lil Chris. He does his thing too. So, we're a very talented offense and very talented football team. And at the end of the day, when you go through all these little moments and walkthroughs and also practice, and you practice these here situations and basically going through and being situational masters at these here times, it's not surprising and it's not shocking. At the end of the day, that's just us going out there and executing. So like I said, that's what this game come down to: attention to details and executing, man, and making plays. So I know that for a fact that my team and the people that we got here in this locker room, that's obviously what we plan to go out there and do. We done it for 21 weeks now. So it's time to put everything that we got out there. There's no holding back at this point. You got to go out there and put your best foot forward and going into this weekend.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Yes, sir.
I think we're going to end the session.